Right, Sandra, are we off on a little adventure for a couple of nights and a couple of days?
It's looking that way.
And where are we off to?
We're off to Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
Have a couple of nights in Liverpool. So.
And you're going to be doing some research into health and safety while you're away?
Let's take M56 west and M6
right,
north, M62
let's hit the road.
west.
Good, it's all puke, Sandra. Welcome to Liverpool. It says where everybody is welcome. Ooh. So have we arrived in Liverpool safe?
We have.
Okay.
No issues.
So we're going to have a wander about for a couple of hours before we check in?
I suggest we do.
We'll get down to the Albert Dock and I might buy some, I don't know, might buy something. You never know. I got them
Something.
sea shrimp things. Sea monkeys. I can't believe they saw sea monkeys here years and years and years ago. Okie dokie. Let's go. I thought it was bacon butty time, Sandra. Hey? Okay. And so, on a very still Sunday morning, left home in the mist. Look at that. That's Albert Dock. Right, and so, time for a bacon butty. And Sandra's probably on a savoury something, are you, Sandra? I expect you're on a savoury something, can't you? There you go. So in the Albert Dock, and we've got a historic tall ship, Zebu. All the rigging. And that's the pump house bar, eating place. Dazzle ship across the way, the Museum of Liverpool. So where are we? 3rd of November, and relatively mild and still. Liver bird building there, the Cunard building, the liver birds.
Black thing was it? A dog's nose.
The black thing?
Post nose, dog's nose.
It says sniff out the best border 4 stories. We'll go in there. You'll like that one. Round the shops up next at the Albert Dock. Might nip into the Tate. Sandra, do you want to go into the Tate?
Maybe.
Souls, Sandra, lost souls.
Shoe shop.
I don't know, it doesn't look like shoes, but could be. You've done well, you've not spent any money, have you? Yet.
And?
I'm impressed.
Well, if I want to.
Oh shit, although we were here a little bit earlier. Oh, the lovers padlocks. Where's our padlock, Sandra? Where's the padlock for me, dedicated to me from you?
To you from me?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. The open eye gallery. Nice and warm.
Get in there.
Probably where they are there. Interesting. So that's the Museum of Liverpool. So we're going to have a quick hour or so in. You can possibly hear some buskers. I'm not sure the microphone will pick that up or not. Outside the Museum of Liverpool, and Sandra's found a banana llama. Gonna say hello to it.
Banana llama. Priscilla there. Two other people. That's what it's all about.
Oh, and so there's some more banana llamas down there. There we are.
Birds and sea creatures.
And there is a poppy banana llama. And there's the dazzle ships. You want to go on the dazzle ship, Sandra?
I think you can now, can you?
We're just in the foyer of the Liverpool Museum, and Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark actually played here a few years ago as a very small intimate gig. So it's nice to see that they've actually got a display on. We'll have a walk around the museum itself. It's the Gallon Fest of 1984. Good God. Crikey. Still on the ground floor in the museum. Sandra says she's not worn a proper Chinese dress for a long time. Here we are. There we go. So I think, are you turning Japanese or turning Chinese, Sandra? How is it?
You're on the snug side, I'm afraid.
Okay. So Sandra, how many steps are ahead?
84.
84. There we go. 84 ahead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. So a quick look up on the second floor. Ah, the Vikings. So there is an OMD connection here, isn't there, Sandra?
With the Vikings?
Yeah, with the Vikings.
The Vikings?
The Vikings.
OMD connection.
And the phone box. So just explain to Sandra, the OMD connection and Vikings is the Railway Inn and the 6323 003. There is a Viking wreck under there from when the landscape was rather different to what it is now. Anyway, back onto the museum. You missed the hats.
Intentionally.
Liverpool Overhead Railway. This is up on the second floor and looking down to where we were earlier. It's the end carriage you can go in. So into the overhead train carriage. Looking down. That's the route. Some of the old docks.
And I can see the shop there. He's only 80 miles away, but it might as well be a world away. And with me being here with the big office at that time.
Explodes in the sky or concrete block on the downstairs. I like it round here.
We really gave it. The Germans who weren't dead or captured, some got back towards the second line. A few of our lads jumped up to chase and finished the job. Another machine gun opened up. Never saw those men again. I sat down. So loud, someone's ears almost burst.
What's the captain got to thinking more of shortening sail than strike the bell?
Strike the bell, strike the maid, let us go below. Don't crouch your wind for dignity, it's all alone.
Right, so that was the Museum of Liverpool. How was that? You had a bit of a leisurely walk around it. Is that okay?
It was okay, but I thought we were going to do the John and Yoko bit as well, to be honest.
I'm going to go and check in the hotel. So, hello Sandra. One moment. Have you ordered any tea?
We have ordered tea.
What have you ordered?
A really lovely chocolate stout here. We're here in the Baltic Fleet. It's colder, it's a real log burner, and we have ordered scouse.
With red cabbage?
Red cabbage,
Excellent.
bread.
Looking forward to it already. Right, so the scouse has arrived. So we've got scouse, cabbage, and sweet potatoes, some crusty bread. How is it so far?
Ask me when I've eaten some.
Well, still in the Baltic Fleet. Before we go and look at the fireworks and lights, how was your scouse and how was your stout, your chocolate stout?
Very nice. Tasty. Filling.
Having a burger next?
Burger, no.
All exciting, Sandra. We need to make a move. Let's go. So all a little bit lit up, and I'm gonna say canoeists, but I think the boards and the Albert Dock all lit up. And everybody making their way down to the front for the fireworks. Did you say neon fireworks? Neon fireworks? fireworks, Sandra. And a bit of a surprise there. You weren't expecting that, were you?
Not when we set off this morning, no.
Did you enjoy them?
Yeah?
Is it pretty spectacular?
Yeah, pretty impressive. I think it was set to music, but I couldn't quite hear the music. Wow, it was good.
Alright, so pretty busy, and here's some more lights to look at. You ready? Boom. There he goes.
It is a real man, isn't it?
Now I've got this shimmery on the pavement here. And the nice coloured vans and everything. So down the Albert Dock it's night time. Plenty of street food vendors.
Oh, put it on that table.
So, Museum of Liverpool in front of us again, and on the left is the Mersey. So it's very what tonight, did you say, Sandra?
Still.
Still?
Shimmering lights on the water.
Right, so have you discovered the OMD banana llama?
We have.
Did you know where it was?
Vaguely.
Okay, you do now.
From a couple of years ago when it was.
Oh, there we go. Wonderful.
Oh, sort of. I mean, sort of.
Now the moon's coming out. Great. So the Liver building, the Liver bird's on top. Oh, the Cunard building, isn't it?
This is Water Street.
Light experience. We got another light experience, Sandra.
What's the post?
The post. I'm watching it. What's happening? Hey? Oh, look at that. So going through a passage across the way from the Cunard building, and we hear some eerie music, Sandra.
I was just reading while I was waiting for the Cunard building's open to the public from December.
Yep. Do you want to come back? Baby Bird's playing in Liverpool next.
I've already seen him in Manchester.
So a little walk down Mathew Street. So So you've not seen the Scylla statue, have you?
I thought she was here last time. Pretty sure.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Or do you want to go and do some karaoke with Sing a Bit of James on karaoke in Eric's? Right, so this is the Grapes.
It says, yes, the Grapes.
So what's the OMD connection?
It's a pub.
So where was the gramophone suite? So the gramophone suite was just down here to the left, Probe Records to the right. So the song Mathew Street, when Andy talks about places, he talks about things that were local to the gramophone suite, and he mentions the Grapes. You didn't know that, did you?
No.
Why did you drag me in here, Sandra?
It didn't quite go to plan.
It what?
What I heard coming in was a nice bit of traditional Irish, and now we've got the Beatles.
Maybe because we're on Mathew Street or off Mathew Street in Liverpool. Will YouTube pick up the audio and give me a telling off the copyright? It's not very Irish, Sandra.
I'm hoping by the time you finish your pint, otherwise we should go elsewhere, I think.
Where? To place to go in the Empire, but that was a very loud karaoke bar, and O'Neill's across the road. We did go in and it was a sports bar, and you could not hear yourself think, could you?
Not really.
No, absolutely not our sort of place. Oh, McCartney's bar. Not too sure what that one was like. Right, downhill towards the Mersey, turn left.
We didn't go on there, but it seems to have a Beatles theme to it anyway.
And that's the Strawberry Studios sort of, oh, what's the name of the album? Abbey Road album. And what did John Lennon have on his feet when he crossed the road?
Pretty sure nothing.
Correct.
And then 5 minutes later I call a local and still stay the night, so can't get back.
Running back to the hotel, and I see the Baltic Fleet in front. We've had that as a bit of a discussion tonight on Facebook page. Actually, you possibly didn't see that, Sandra, did you?
Well, I saw the start of it, but you told me not to comment, so...
No. So some people did get it, and the comment that you saw was actually not the Baltic Fleet, but what was the other name of the pub we visited?
Oh, I've forgotten already.
Oh, here you go. Right, so there you go. And there's our hotel in the not too distant distance. So, as they say in Liverpool, there's a Maccadees ahead. Where you going, Sandra? Maccadees.
Right.
Oh, Lucy says Maccadees. Right, hotel in sight. So, we're on Monday the 4th of November. How was breakfast?
Oh, it's very nice, actually. Yeah.
Was it okay?
Yeah. It's hot for me.
And how was your night's sleep in the hotel?
It was fine. It was just for no particular reason. I just didn't sleep very well, but it happens. But I'm fine.
Yeah, no, breakfast okay, not too bad. So back into Liverpool for a bit. and we're on a dry day, bit of mixed cloud and some blue sky, and we survived last night, didn't we?
Pleasant evening, I'd say.
Yeah, nice little pub, that last little pub we went to, actually. Quite like that. Right, so a bit of time in the museum today. Are you looking forward to this?
You didn't say which one. It's the Maritime and Slavery Museum.
So I think we'll do the maritime first, which is here, and then the slavery one's back there. So we're going to have a look in the maritime one.
Maybe.
Seized, the border and customs uncovered. So it says here, we're about to enter a world where things are not always what they seem. Oh, there you are. Said he's sounding like somebody being hung, drawn and quartered. Snide goods.
Books.
Yeah, I don't know if you think.
Oh, it's.
Drug suit. That's the illegal fur trade. Death in the pots. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right, interesting.
Oh, see. Oh. It's that's a magnet.
Iron filings. These may be able to make photographic contact sheets with them. Oh, entrance this way. Oh, this is very confusing where we're going. So we're into the maritime little bit at the moment. That's an impressive model, isn't it? Wow. All waiting for a new life. Oh my golly.
It's also between the traders between Liverpool, sort of India and China. There was a whole net.
So this is very below deck. Yeah, it must be. And the bunks.
Just to it, you're on the ship, you would want to just to it. Oh, there's more. Picture of your family from those.
So that's a mum with her children, isn't it? Oh goodness me, stores. It's another darkened area. What's the chicken behind you, Sandra? Is it alive? Is it laying eggs? Government Medical Inspector's Office. In we go. Guess the dog's not very happy to see him. Liverpool to Australia, there you go. This is interesting, that's the Irish poverty, potato famine. It's a brilliant painting, isn't it?
Migrant story.
Right, so that was a wander around the maritime section. How was that?
Interesting.
That was quite thought-provoking, if I'm absolutely honest. You know, I think it was quite thought-provoking.
Below deck bit, I mean, it's one thing to wander around for 5 minutes. You're down there for weeks.
It's very much on the immigration, which is the immigration supposed crisis we've got now, where the world has been continually moving, hasn't it?
Going on since forever, I think.
I'm just going to work our way around. I think going into the bunker, isn't it? How's the toilets? That's just loose.
Should be just like a...
Right, going into the International Slavery Museum, floor 3. The basement we just went in was basically loos in there. Here we go. You're inside a ship, Sandra. The loss of a great ship. Yes, so was this?
No, this was full of poor people.
Dazzle ships.
U20 is lying in wait and watching.
So there's your posh bed, isn't it? Another dazzle ship. Oh, look at that. So there's a dazzle camouflage ship. Try not to get too much in the mirror. Dazzle painted ships on the River Mersey. There you are. Dazzle ships. Makes you feel cold. Doesn't it, war? Hey. Merchant Navy. Sandra's having a peer in the U-boat periscope. Do you guys see any ships to attack?
Too many of them.
Many. Well, that's interesting. That's life above the waves and life in the U-boat below the waves. Magnetic mines, zunk and boom. Depth charges. It's like IKEA, it'd have lots of people stopping and pointing. First mate, 1860. Stewardess, 1950. Ship's master. It still looks good uniform, isn't it? Millennium year. Ordinary, 1910.
Challenge. There's always something different happening. The work is particularly difficult and strenuous at times, but it's not hard.
I've been spent time in the museum and they've been delaying up.
I think I'd like to sleep on that hammock. Siemens hammock. Goodness me. There's your food allowance, 1860, and then 1960. Battery's getting very low. Captain Thomas Jones. As I say, I'm just going to work our way up and down, isn't it? You said that's a 1980s kitchen. Or is that meant to be a modern kitchen?
Go out with stuff and then come back empty, but bananas and stuff like that.
Yeah, but they last a long time, don't they? Months when they pick and green. I mean, pineapples, I was watching the other day. We won't have a pineapple sausage. First class stateroom.
Soon we'll reach Gatton Lake, the main body of the canal. It's said that millions of gallons of water are lost each time a ship goes through the canal. Then said the canal was first opened in 1914.
Lots of artifacts. Ooh. I was looking outside the window, and if you can see, another tall ship that we saw yesterday. And there's a dazzle ship, Liverpool's Museum. Sorry, Museum of Liverpool and the Liverpool's building. Trip to the Amazon. Cargoes. That is a mural, and there is so much detail in that, and there's pictures within the picture. Oh, look at that head.
Because you always have the odd stone like to.
Oh wow. command centre in Liverpool underground. On the brink. Prisoners of war. There are no grave but the sea. So this is where we've just been here, isn't it? So we're now going to the Titanic.
We're going to do it the other way around.
I'll go to number 2.
That's really nice.
I like to start at the bottom and work my way up, Sandra. How do you do it?
I like to start at the top and work my way down.
Yeah. Right, so on another level now, and we're on the Titanic, the untold story. Here we go. Oh, look out for a picture. That's absolutely fantastic. Now exhibits in the glass cage with the photographs. Superb. There we go. So, Titanic. So that's a big replica of the Titanic in great detail. Officers and crew. Captain Smith shoots himself on the bridge. The Daily Mirror, bandsmen heroes on the sinking play Nearer My God to Thee as the liner goes down to her doom. There's newspaper examples. The splendours of the Titanic. how it was reported. Some more cuttings. Eyes of an iceberg. Stockings, Sandra.
2,300 on board.
Yeah, how many died?
There's lifeboats for half of them.
Lucky captain.
There's over 1,500 people lost their lives. There were 700 survivors.
So that's what I say. So it's on a very similar parallel, but the Titanic, for some reason, is the one that gets the publicity. The silence has been broken. We've got a classroom of children who have just accompanied us. Anyway, this is the first class passenger list. Second class passenger list. There's your third. More on the third. Officers and crew. So it's about films and the Titanic sank at a rate of 10 miles an hour. That's pretty fast, isn't it?
It took over 2 hours.
It says it took 15 minutes.
It said it took 2 hours to sink.
They may have gone that to go underground, but actually to go to the bottom of the ocean. So these are actually Titanic wreck items salvaged. There's a gazunder. Alright, so that was the Titanic bit. Did you enjoy that? Yeah, interesting. Up to floor 3 now, no lift this time, and go up the stairs to the Slavery Museum. So just come to the top of the stairs. I have now found an arrow, which is the first one I've seen, that way. There we go. So it's like a mini African village area.
Architecture, gold mining, textiles, and countless other professions, trades, and art forms, West African civilizations had achieved great levels of excellence and ingenuity in the 16th century. Strong winds of change, when it started blowing in from Europe, it could prove
And the wall with some interesting statements. Enslavement and the Middle Passage. Liverpool, capital of the transatlantic slave trade. Very early maps. Oh wow. 1700. There's life on board, ship for the Africans, horrendous. Shackles. Slave ship, and inside a slave ship. That's actually a list of the slaves. 200. Working out some things I never knew. Don't blame it on the boogie. Here we are. So boogie woogie is a swing blues rhythm which originated amongst the African Americas. There you are. Here's another one. So we've got the word tote. And tote bags are all fashionable at the moment. And the word mojo is used quite a lot to get your mojo back if you're a bit down. And mojo means your soul back. So we have jumbo all sorts, jumbo jets, jumbo elephants, jumbo sausages, anything that is very large. Jumbo means very large. Here we go. Gentleman, guide to restraint. Dear golly. check-in centre before we go out to Liverpool. We're doing a lot of ranting.
We've got to go now.
Pardon?
Move. Patience have run out with here. Come on.
I'm on my way. Where are we going next?
You see the moon.
That's the light, street light. Marvellous. Let's go. Night out, Liverpool Empire, 4th of November 2019, Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark. How was that?
Yeah, it was good. Thought there might be a slight change of set list from Manchester, but we had the same set list, but it went down well. People seemed to enjoy it.
Well, we were up sort of on the balcony,
We were on the circle,
yeah, but everybody was
got up,
dancing.
so
No,
that was
no,
good.
yeah.
So it was a good atmosphere.
So I think the crowd was definitely much better to a certain extent than Manchester. So yeah, excellent night. There we are. Back to our, what's it called? Head of steam?
Yeah, head of steam.
Head of steam. Right, homeward bound. Was that a pleasant couple of nights? 3 days in Liverpool? Are you coming back?
Sorry,
Are you coming back?
It's looking that way. We sort out dog sitters.
Couple of weeks to go, all being well. Yep. Okay, time to hit that road.